but now he gets deep on Hezonja, and you have to finish the play off. You have to attack Hezonja, hell-bent. You got to go up strong because you are going to get that foul call. But you know what's going to happen? All of a sudden, time's going to be out, and you're going to have to go stand there by yourself, and you're going to have to make 1 of 2 just to force overtime, 2 of 2 to win the game. I believe LeBron James wanted no part of that, so he shocked me again by going up timidly, by going up half-heartedly. His body language was almost, please block this shot and get me off the hook here. Okay, wait a second. He didn't just get fingertip blocked on this shot, if we can see it again. This isn't a fingertip block. It's a full hand block. It's this block. It's like big brother blocking baby brother in the driveway when baby brother's like 7 years old. It's a full hand over the basketball by Mario Hezonja. That is the all-time low point embarrassment of LeBron James' career. How can you get blocked with a full hand over the basketball?
He jumped off the right foot, and normally he jumps off his left foot with the step-back fadeaway. So if you look at it, he jumps off his wrong foot. That's a right foot. He's a right-handed.
He's LeBron James. You tell me he's the best player in basketball.
It's still physics.
Okay, but it looked like me jumping. You know, like it looked like just some guy trying to jump.
Skip.
Mario Hezonja?
Skip. Mario Hezonja. It hasn't panned out well, but he was the 5th pick in the draft. He's 6'8". He's 6'8".
Hey, LeBron's 6'9".
So
6'9".
Okay, let me ask you a question. You know this, you've been covering the game of basketball since 1977. If you play long enough, name the 2 things you know for 1,000% certain that's going to happen. You'll get your shot blocked and you'll get dunked on. Those are facts.
You know what's funny? I got several texts from several NBA guys I've known for a long time who were asking, again, they're Jordan fans, and I did cover Michael Jordan in Chicago at the end of his run there. But they were asking me, did Michael Jordan ever get a go-ahead shot blocked in the final seconds of a game? I don't know that for a fact, and I tried to look it up this morning, and there are no stats available. Right. And then guys are asking me, did Kobe ever get a last-second shot blocked? Did Larry Bird ever get a shot blocked? I'm talking about getting it blocked. And then I'm reading Dave McMenamin's piece on ESPN.com, and he points out that LeBron James has had now 6 shots blocked in the final 5 seconds, when it's a go-ahead shot. 6 shots, and Dave wrote it as he's only had 6 blocked, and I'm like, only? If you'd asked me before yesterday, I might have said he'd had 1 or 2.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. See, you look at it because at the time of when the shot block occurs, okay, it happened at the end of the game. Kareem got the sky hook block, which is the most unstoppable shot in all of basketball. Skip, it happens.
But does it happen on the last second shot where you go up with conviction and supreme confidence? I got this, and you power up and you shoot it like you mean it? No.
Yeah. Well, how about this?
Did MJ ever get one of those blocked?
We don't know. They didn't. Skip, let's be real. You know they only started tracking things of this nature, say in the last decade.
This is a third-level stat.
Right, so it's not like something that, because the block shot and assist only became an official stat, say, in the 70s. But that didn't mean they didn't assist in block shots in the 50s and 60s. But here's my thing. Joe Ingles and Jalen Brunson, they blocked Kevin Durant. Does Kevin Durant have a shot that seems like it can get blocked to you? No. He's 7 foot tall. He's shooting the ball at about a 10-foot arc. And Joe Ingles and Jalen Brunson has blocked the shot. We got to get stopped. See, we get so caught up in when the block occurred. Okay.
Did they block him from behind when he didn't see it as a blindside back of the ball block?
I just thought LeBron thought that when he drove the ball, Hezonja would step back further. He didn't. He was right there, and when LeBron went up off his wrong foot, which is the right, because normally he steps back, he goes off his left foot, which is his higher foot, which he jumps a little higher. But the guy was right there. I see, you don't want to you want to place all the blame on LeBron, and you're unwilling.
We're just talking about one play, the play to win the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're that guy, you just win that game against that team.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because, Jenny, you remember the Super Bowl was in your hometown. and Tom Brady had the ball in his hand, and somebody knocked it out of his hand, and somebody knocked it out of his hand. How would, and in that moment,
then,
you would think.
Then Tom Brady threw the greatest Hail Mary I have ever seen, and I'm not kidding about that. He hit Gronk right in the hands with the last-second pass, and if Gronk hangs on, we're having a whole different conversation.
What about if Tom Brady hangs on to the ball?
Well, he's trying to make a play because his defense has given up 41 points.
What was the
You're desperate. You're trying to hold on and make a play. You'd already scored 33. What more could you do?
What was LeBron trying to do? Trying to make a play. He had given his defense had given up 41 in the first quarter.
At least Tom Brady was playing against a top 5 defense in the Super Bowl. This was pathetic hitting bottom for LeBron James. Timeout against the NBA's worst team with the worst record and the worst home record. The Knicks 6-26 at home going into yesterday.
Skip, you make it seem
6-26.
You make it seem like they're on pace to break the Warriors record. The Lakers have been terrible this year.
Well, that was LeBron's point. He wanted to dismiss all the potential criticism by saying, hey, we're actually the Knicks. Our record isn't that much better than the Knicks. Really?
No, he was not.
You're LeBron James.
So, in other words,
do the Knicks have LeBron James? No. I don't think so.
Hold on.
Who do they have? Who's the one guy that even is in LeBron's ballpark?
Well,
Stratosphere.
There's only a handful of guys in all the NBA that's in the stratosphere.
So one team had LeBron James, and it gave up a 13-1 run to end the game. 13-1.
And 2 weeks ago, what did they do? They gave up a 15-2 run. But here's another thing, Skip, that I think needs to be pointed out. The Lakers only played 6 players in the fourth quarter. LeBron, Caruso, Williams, KCP played all 12 minutes. And I think the thing is with Luke Walton, if there's a very, very fine line, because you and I looking at it, we're like, okay, they're playing so well, you leave them in there, when do you take them out? But that's what a coach's job is. The coach's job is not to wait until they give up the entire lead before you make changes. What's the likelihood that he went into a ball game saying, you know what, in the fourth quarter, this will be my lineup?
Well, he just waits to see who's playing. And Alex Caruso was playing his tail off.
Skip, you can't.
Taking charges.
But I know, but Skip, here's the thing. Sometimes you must be proactive instead of reactive. 12 minutes for Williams. The guy was a G League player. Caruso, KCP.
LeBron James. That's all you need to know. LeBron James was on the floor for the whole fourth quarter and gave up a 13-1 run to finish the game to the New York Knicks.
So he's the only one on the court.
Okay, but Shannon, this is the dregs. This is the bottom feeder. This is the Knicks in the Garden. This is the house that you should own.
But you see what you're doing? You hold LeBron. If LeBron is such a bum, why does everybody hold him to a higher standard than they hold everybody else in the NBA? Because Kevin Durant's team with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson has lost 5 home games by 20 points or more. Why don't you judge KD? Why don't you judge Steph? Hey, do you remember James Harden? They've blown 24-point leads, 19-point leads, and nobody get the criticism as LeBron. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Who has the best record in the West right now? Golden State still does. So what's your point?
My point is that on any given Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday when they play, anything can happen. But they got 3 of the top, say, 12 players or 13 players in the NBA, and they lose 5 games at home by 20. Kevin Durant's on that roster. But you know what? They won the last 2 games without Kevin Durant, the best player in all the NBA, so says Skip Bayless. How are they able to do that?
Well, I told you what happened. I told you last Thursday what they're doing on the road. They're saying, well, if Kevin does have 1 foot out the door, let us show you what we can do without Kevin Durant. So they went to Houston and just took him out. They went to Oklahoma City and just wiped him out.
You shouldn't be able to do that with the best player.
Well, they think he's gone.
It doesn't matter. He's still the best player. You shouldn't be able to win like that without your best player. See, what you always do, Skip Bayless, you'll make concessions for other players that you won't make for LeBron. You say LeBron is the best player. He loses. How could the best player lose? But when other players supposedly are the best players, they make mistakes, turn the ball over, as a shot block. You like, oh, well, it just happened.
Time out.
Who cares?
Do you still think LeBron James is the quote-unquote best player on this planet?
I do.
Okay. Well, if you do, then I'm putting his bar way up here, and I'm going to measure him against the woeful Knicks way up here. And he had the ball in his hands repeatedly down the stretch. He took 15 fourth-quarter shots, and he couldn't close that deal against that team.
So let me ask you, wow. I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. If LeBron James takes that shot, and he doesn't get it blocked, but he misses it, what's your conversation today?
I don't know. I'd have to see how he missed it. All I know is what did happen.
Hold on, time out. What do you miss? How does he miss it?
Well, that didn't happen, Shannon. That's like it didn't happen. He got all-time blocked.
Skip.
He got full hand block.
Okay.
How does that happen? If you're the best player on the planet,
it's a block.
If you're the GOAT, how can you be the lowercase GOAT of this game, as in the player you should blame because they lost to the Knicks?
The guy
you realize that they just got swept by the Knicks? Yeah. It's the only team out of 30 NBA teams the Knicks have swept this year. Are the Lakers? That's hitting bottom.
Skip. The Lakers been hit bottom. So let me
But I just thought this was LeBron's. No. I thought you'd be wearing your GOAT mask today just to open the show. I did. I swear. Yes.
No.
Against the Knicks, well, you've done it in worse situations.
I have not.
Yeah,
I have not. So hold on, Skip. So it took the Lakers being swept by the Knicks yesterday for you to realize the Lakers have hit rock bottom?
No, I just said this was a chance to actually put, I call it lipstick on pig. And instead, it was just flat out pig again.
Okay, you could have put lipstick, some MAC lipstick, good old stuff, nice earrings. Maybe you go to Harry Winston and get a nice pair of earrings, maybe a couple of $1 million, and you put some red bottom shoes on it. But at the end of the day, when you remove all that, what is that? So if the Lakers beat the Knicks on a Sunday in the Mecca, what have they actually done? They still not going to the playoffs. They still a bad team.
If he'd scored 60, everybody'd be saying today, he's still LeBron.
Not you. Not you.
Still LeBron.
No, not you. Because you say he should have scored 60, Jen. That's the lowly Knicks. They've only won 13 games. You'll never concede to him. You'll never give him the credit.
I call him, like every other show, I call him the best point guard in basketball, the best passer in basketball, the highest IQ in basketball.
Those are auxiliary. There's no. It's like if you got a superpower. Well, he got the best. No. Say he's the best superhero. Don't talk about the powers. Oh, Superman got the best vision. Oh, Spider-Man got the best. No. Who's the best superhero? He's the best basketball player. All that other stuff. Oh, he's the best passer. He has the highest